Hello, and thank you for joining us for the Norfolk County Simcoe-Townsend Water Supply System Municipal Class Environmental Assessment Public Information Center, or PIC, Number 1. The goals of this PIC are to introduce the project and why it is being undertaken, provide an overview of the process that this study will follow for the project, provide a summary of the problems and opportunities to address, present existing conditions within the study area, identify potentially affected residents and businesses within the project area, and answer any questions you may have and provide an opportunity to get involved in the project. Comments received during this study will help identify the approach for current and future improvements within Norfolk County. We are taking steps to meet the future needs of Norfolk County. We are completing the first phase of the Interurban Water Supply System, or IUWS, which will interconnect all the communities within the county to secure a reliable and consistent water supply. More information about the IUWS is available online. The strategic priorities of the project are to deliver high-quality water services, ensure fire flow and water supply for growth to 2041 and beyond, build reliable infrastructure, provide future connections to Delhi and Waterford. The project will also focus on achieving the following sustainability goals within the county's water supply network: alignment with growth demand, flexibility peak demand, water conservation, operational efficiency, and increased connectivity. Norfolk County is undertaking a municipal class environmental assessment study. The county is proposing to build a new water main that connects Simcoe to the Townsend Water Supply System. The project will also include a new elevated water tank and booster station. The purpose of this new water infrastructure is to secure water supply from the Nanticoke Water Treatment Plant. The Simcoe-Townsend Water Supply System will complete the first phase of the IUWS program. This slide presents the location of the project within Norfolk County. The map displays the water main route, which will be constructed within the municipal right-of-way as best as possible. It displays the future proposed transmission connections to Waterford and Delhi, and the approximate locations of the elevated water tank and booster station. This study will meet the requirements for Schedule B projects and will satisfy the first two phases of the Class EA process. Schedule B projects have the potential for some adverse environmental effects. It is a requirement that the proponent contact affected members of the public and relevant review agencies. The county will ensure all are aware of the project and have an opportunity to provide input and feedback. Phase 1 and 2 of the EA process includes reviewing background planning and policy documents, identifying the problem or opportunity, developing and evaluating alternative solutions, and identifying and presenting the preferred solution, potential environmental impacts, and proposed mitigation measures. The following problems and opportunities of the water supply system in Norfolk County were identified. Problems include insufficient capacity for long-term growth, quality compliance, insufficient fire flow services, individual well systems, high peak water demands, which are seasonal, aging infrastructure, low water system pressure, and concerns with the existing backup of the water system. Opportunities for improvement include providing capacity for growth to 2041 and beyond, high quality water services, providing fire flow supply for growth to 2041 and beyond, providing opportunity for residents to connect to centralized municipal services, accommodating high peak water demands year-round, building and renewing infrastructure for 50-plus years, providing reliable and consistent water pressure, providing backup capacity to the water system, and allowing for future development and economic growth. The lands surrounding the town of Simcoe present a unique combination of uses. Majority of the lands along the proposed water main route, with the exception of the town of Simcoe, are designated for agricultural use. Operations within these lands include various types of uses, such as orchards, sweet potato farms, watermelon farms, honey farms, solar farms, recycling lands, and many more. The Norfolk Sunrise Trail is a walking and cycling trail that follows the railway line from 13th Concession south through the town of Simcoe. It is important that we understand the uses of the lands adjacent to the study area to minimize the overall impacts of the project. The study area is within the Long Point Region Conservation Authority watershed boundary. The following watercourses provide either direct fish habitat or provide important functions to direct habitat. The watercourses are protected under the Fisheries Act and include Patterson Creek, Davis Creek, Black Creek, Catfish Creek, Nanticoke Creek, and unnamed watercourses, including permanent watercourses, intermittent watercourses, and constructed drains. No species at risk fish have been identified in the study area. The study area crosses the following designated natural heritage features: provincially significant wetland complex, significant woodlands, and hazard lands. A review of background data sources identified 35 terrestrial species at risk that overlap with the study area. This will be reviewed further as the study progresses. The study area is within the Long Point Region Source Protection Plan area. The area contains policies for the protection of municipal drinking water sources within Norfolk County. The western part of the study area falls within a highly vulnerable aquifer and significant groundwater recharge area. Areas to the west of the town of Simcoe along Concession 14 fall within a wellhead protection area. Norfolk County Heritage and Cultural Mapping was reviewed for cultural heritage resources within the study area. The following was identified within or next to the proposed water main alignment: a cemetery, a designated heritage property, farms and orchards, a Heritage Committee identified property, which was a church, and a cemetery. The transmission water main will be approximately 20 kilometers in length to connect Simcoe to the Townsend Water Supply. Along the water main, a pumping station will be constructed. The pumping station will boost the pressure of the flowing water to keep it moving towards its destination. During the next phase of the study, alternative locations for the booster pumping station will be evaluated. A site up to approximately 0.5 hectares or 1.2 acres will be required. At the west end of the proposed transmission water main, an elevated water tank will be constructed. The elevated water tank will act as a buffer during periods of peak demand or peak water consumption. The tower will enable efficient operations and provide redundancy to the water supply system. During the next phase of the study, alternative locations for the elevated tower will be evaluated. This slide presents structure design for the booster pumping station and elevated water tank. The booster pumping station design includes building size for ultimate capacity of 19,000 cubic meters per day, pumps installed for initial capacity of 5,000 cubic meters per day, and standby power and rechlorination facilities. The elevated water tank design includes capacity for 4,500 cubic meters, to be confirmed during detailed design, a diameter of 30 to 35 meters, a height of 50 meters, and includes future connections to Waterford and Delhi systems. Alternative solutions will be assessed using the following factors and criteria. Depending on comments received from agencies, indigenous communities, stakeholders, and members of the public, criteria may be added or refined. Socioeconomic environment includes potential to impact existing residences, businesses, agricultural operations, and community features, potential effect on approved or planned land uses, and potential to support growth within urban areas. Natural environment includes potential to impact fish and fish habitat, potential to impact water resources including surface water, for example, rivers, creeks, etc., groundwater recharge areas and wellhead protection areas, potential to impact significant natural heritage features, and potential to impact significant wildlife habitat and species at risk. Evaluation criteria for cultural environment includes potential to impact archaeological resources, potential to impact cultural heritage resources. Technical considerations include potential land requirements including acquisition or easements, temporary or permanent, potential to impact existing utilities and infrastructure, and constructability, for example using construction methods like open cut method or using non-destructive technologies. Financial considerations will include estimated capital cost and operational costs. The overall project schedule will include the following milestones: Summer 2022, which includes the Notice of Study Commencement, Public Information Center 1, and Field Investigations. Fall 2022, which includes Public Information Center 2 and Field Investigations. Also in Fall 2022, Modeling and Preliminary Design. Summer 2023 includes Detailed Design and Tendering. 2024 and 2025 will include construction, and Fall 2025 is commissioning. These timelines are contingent on project progress, approvals, and available funding. Following the PIC, the project team will complete the next steps identified below. Review and respond to comments received, continue to engage Indigenous communities and consult with public and agencies, develop and evaluate alternative solutions, present the recommended alternative solutions at PIC number 2, and confirm the solution and complete reporting for 30-day review. Thank you for participating in the Public Information Center for the Norfolk County Simcoe-Townsend Water Supply System Municipal Class EA Study. Your feedback is valuable and appreciated. Please provide comments by filling out the comment form or by contacting a member of the project team below by September 1st, 2022. Thank you again for taking the time to view this presentation and for your interest in the study.